Good evening, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to you. It's Wednesday night and it's Thanksgiving Eve. So some of you are probably preparing food for small numbers, big numbers, whatever it is. I already made my sweet potato hash dish last night and delivered it to everybody, so that makes me happy. That's a tradition I've done for, a long time, I believe. So that's what happens when you make a favorite dish. You still have to deliver it so everybody gets it. So that's what I did. Well, you know what? Thanksgiving makes you think of a lot of things. It's been one heck of a year. I mean, so I have a favorite saying, and I think it comes from the Bible, but it's, let your hope keep you joyful, be patient in your troubles, and pray at all times. But if there's never been a year for this has been the year for this. So, you know, in 2020, January and February were awesome months. They were so amazing. Gina and I, January was really busy. February we were in Florida. I think we were supposed to do 3 shows. We did one show and it was so big that we had to order product from the store to ship to Florida because we would never have enough for the other 3 shows that we were going to do. So we did Daytona Beach, which some of you who are watching tonight are our friends from Florida that see us in Daytona Beach. So good evening to you. And it's chillier here probably than Florida, but it's going with the seasons. So anyway, then all of a sudden they closed up Florida, and so we headed home.
They closed up the country.
They did.
Yeah.
We barely got home before they were closing states. So we get home just the week before Governor Walz closed up Minnesota. So when they closed up Minnesota, of course, we went from being a really busy quilt shop to, in 48 hours, not even, going to an online store. And so through that, we learned a lot. We did our Facebook Lives, and you guys were there with us, and we are so incredibly grateful. There were learning lessons all the way. There still are, and we take baby steps, but we've stumbled along the way, and you guys have all tolerated our stumbling. So grateful. And Gina's kind of chuckling at this one, but the things we have learned, oh my gosh, you guys, if you would have been there when Gruber's was closed to traffic, we had some ladies that were with us that I just have to say thank you to. So there was, of course, Maureen, who you see, Annette, who is amazing in the store. She used to be a FIAD teacher, so I'm so grateful that she only stayed retired for a little bit and decided she needed to work just a couple days for maintenance, whatever.
Sanity.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, we
Yep.
love having you, Annette. And then we have Jenny, who is amazing, which we can't wait to get back. She keeps having people in her family who get COVID, so just by association, we just can't get her back in the store. Poor girl's going crazy. So, yeah.
And Carolyn.
Carolyn is amazing. Carolyn has, what am I thinking of? Help me, Carolyn. Asthma. So she stayed with us all the way until we opened, so grateful for that. Lisa was there throughout, and Jill, oh my God, Jill, you walk on water, literally. Jill put in a new computer system and a new website and worked, and amazing lady. So much was done by Jill while we were closed up. That would never have happened if we were open. So within 48 hours of us changing from a great store for everybody.
Destination store, yeah.
Yeah, you know, waiting on you guys and having you in and loving every moment of having you guys, to being a closed up store with 5 people running around with their heads chopped off. Literally, we were so busy, and we literally started talking to ourselves. You know, I never thought I'd become my grandma, but she was a widow. You know, she would just talk to herself, and I think in the days that we were working at the store, we all sort of just talked to ourselves. It was uncanny, but it was quite the experience. And then, thank God, Governor Walz opened us up, and you guys all came back, and we are so grateful that you came back. And many times over. And then I said I was going to retire, and you guys have all been behind me and saying I can't and shouldn't and wouldn't and all that other good stuff. So instead of doing that, we are at Gruber's and loving every moment of it. The fabric that's coming in now is just awesome. So, you know, there's hiccups all along the way because the world is not normal like it was, and so we wait for stuff, and when stuff comes in, It's either half what we wanted or the price is higher because of demand and all those stories. So we are where we are at right now, and we are very, very grateful that we are open, and we are open regular hours because we don't want you all clumped in at once, and it has worked out very well. So we're grateful for you to back. Our online business is phenomenal, and we are so grateful that you are going with us through the next baby steps. So we started to do
Sold.
the sold thing. So sold whatever. Last night was our first night to do it.
Monday night was.
Monday. Oh gosh, yeah. The days are just go together. So Monday night was our first night. It went really well. We have a few of you guys that are hanging here yet. Do you remember the commercial where I think it's it's pictures where they're still hanging in the commercial because they forgot to get the film developed. But there's a couple of you hanging with your sold things. You got to go all the way through buying, go through the end stages. So as soon as you do that, we're leaving all your orders open for the next 48 hours. You just need to go in there and buy it, and tell us if you want it, if you're going to pick it up, or if we're shipping it to you. So then it becomes almost like Gruber's, what you do, but it's on the sold app, and there's a download. If you go to Gruber's Quilt Shop, it shows you where to go to do all of that. So if you have any questions, just call us. We'll walk you through it. We'll be doing it again soon, because we'll be doing it on Monday night when we do our Stuff Your Stocking, which is really fun. So we'll go to Stuff Your Stocking now. I think that's all I have to say. So there's a couple of you guys that are hanging. Get that, and you have to say if you're going to pick it up or ship it, because Sue, your table runner got shipped to you. So when you came in the store to get it, we're very grateful you did. That's why we couldn't find you, because it already shipped. So if you don't want a second table runner, we'll take it back. It's a pretty table runner. But if you want to, we'll refund you your pattern because you don't need to, or whatever works for you. Like I said, we're all growing through this thing. And what else do I have to say? Can we just make a stocking?
Mm-hmm. Well, do you want stocking first?
Yeah, stocking
okay.
first.
All right.
So to make this stocking, first of all, the pattern is on our Facebook. There's a PDF there. All you have to do is print it. There should be 3 pages. The first one is the top of the stocking, this part. Second is the bottom of the stocking. So obviously you're seeing, you cut it out, you tape it together, and you have a stocking. So this is your outline of your pattern. The second page is your directions. So you need, if you look, 1/3 of a yard of outside fabric, 1/3 of a yard of lining, 1/3 of a yard of batting, and I think it's 8 inches by 13 inches of cuff fabric, and also your little tab. That's what you need for this cute stocking. So my girlfriend from North Carolina, did this for retired servicemen, because there's a lot of bases down there, and also homeless people. So rather than giving a bag, they gave them stuff in this, which I think is just absolutely cute. So you're going to find how fast it is to make this stocking. So the first thing you do is you cut out 2 outside pieces that look like this. Just lay them on top of each other, cut them out. Cut out 2 lining pieces, same pattern. Cut out 1 you need a 6-inch by 13.5-inch cuff. You're going to have some extra left over, and do a strip of that, and that's going to be about a 2-inch by 6-inch piece. Those are all in your directions, and you can print them off. It's free. I think Jill and Annette checked the pattern and ran it all out and printed it, made it the PDF available for you today. So do that. And so you need 1 piece, 2 pieces out of the cuff fabric. Once you have that, you're going to layer them. And this is where the fun part comes. So you layer your 2 outside pieces together so a pretty side looks a pretty side. Once you have those laying on top of each other, you put I remember who I forgot. Thank you, Jan. We found Jan in the middle of COVID. Jan is our amazing long armor at Gruber's, and we found her through Facebook Live. So another very, very grateful feature from Gruber's. Thank you, Jan. You warm our hearts. We're so happy to have you. If you guys have not met Jan, you need to come to Gruber's. She's an amazing long armor. She's starting to do not only edge to edge, and that is exactly what Sarah's doing also with her, but she's also starting to do some custom at Gruber's. So no custom before Christmas. They are Santa's elves right now, and they are pouring through quilts. So if I interject that every once in a while, you just have to remember, we're going back to where we were at. So take your back of your whatever's going to be your stocking, put them right sides together. Pretty gets to look at pretty. Put a piece of batting on top of that. Try to use thinner batting, not really bulky batting, because you don't want it to be a puffy stocking unless you do. So then, once you have that batting laying on top of it, I'm going to take your lining, and pretty looks at pretty again, and lay that on top of it. And lastly, you're going to have a piece of batting on top of that. Everybody got that? Good. So then comes the very fun part. You stitch around a 1/2 inch. So if you have to use good pins, use nice silk pin to hold it all together. Stitch all the way around your stocking. Stitch all the way around.
Except the
top. Leave the top open, because
Yep.
you want to put stuff in your stocking. So stitch all the way around your stocking. Leave the top open. Once you do that, you take your really sharp little scissors. Karen K. Buckley scissors are the best in my opinion because they're sharper than sharp. But whichever one you like, these are my favorites. And you're going to put little nicks all the way around the toe, all the way up through about this to the heel. So all the way around here, going up, and you can stop about here. Everywhere where there happens to be curves and out curves. Concave, convex, that's where I want you to clip around. But make sure you stay out of your seam, because that would be bad. You'd have a hole in your toe.
Don't want to cut through the seam.
No, you don't want a hole in your toe.
You want those to be relief
Yep.
pieces.
You want it to look like this.
So it,
Once you do that, it's nice to have Jean chiming in. So you guys know that Jean knew how to do this before he met me. His mom was a great seamstress. So then you go, this is my lining. I'm going to go to the toe, and I'm going to pull it out.
do you have that cuts in that one?
Yep. Through all of them.
Okay.
I nipped them all. And I'm going to pull it inside out. Once I have that done, this is my lining, which is now looking like this. I remember I did this when Teresa was little, and she actually wore them. It's kind of cute. It's fun to have good kids. And then I go to my outer sock, and I stick my hand between the two right sides together, and I pull that out. It's like magic. That's why it's called the magic stocking. Pull that out. See how that's happening, everybody? It's kind of cool, isn't it? You can really impress some people by doing this, by the way, because it looks like, how in the heck did you do that? So once you have this done, you take this beautiful tool by Alex Anderson, or if you have a crochet hook, or whatever you do use, you don't want to be able to poke through. And you go through, should have done this with the lining first. You go through and you make everything nice and smooth. Push everything out. So my heel is looking like a heel, my toes are looking like toes, all of that. So yeah, don't do as I did. I want you to do lining first, push that all out, even though this is a very capable tool. It's a wooden awl, basically.
Are you using the pointed end or the round end?
I'm using pointed.
Okay.
And I just push it all out. And then I have this cute sock. Once I have this cute sock, I will take, you need to make the little hanger. Remember, the hanger is about 2 inches by 6 inches. So initially you take your iron, fold your 2 inch by 6 inch in half, press it. And then I want you to open up and fold in the two until they're together like that and press them. So it looks like this. Once you have that, you can go on the edge right here, matching thread, and just stitch it down on one side. That makes sense so far? So once you have that, you hook it on your corner in the back so it hangs like this, and lay it like this. Pin it on, and then you take your cuff, your 6 by 13 and a half or whatever inches you have, and I want you to fold it in half the short way. So it looks like this. And then I want you to measure your sock, because you want it to be the size of your sock. And a lot of that depends on your seam allowance. So measure that and stitch it. Press it open, fold it in half, and you have it in half. And then what you're going to do is basically, you have this pinned on, and you're going to stitch all the way around. Try my stitching. Stitch all the way around so it looks like this. So I lay this basically on the inside of my lining, and so you stitch all the way around. Making sense so far? Once I have that done, I've stitched all the way around it, and that means I can bring it open, turn it around, and I have a cuff. And you guys can watch this over and over, or if you have questions, call me. We'll be at the store tomorrow. We have kits for
We
this.
will not.
No, we won't. We'll be there on Friday. Black Friday. Oh, that brings me up another thing, so remind me to tell you something before I'm done.
Don't forget Saturday.
What's Saturday?
Small Business Saturday.
It is. Ooh, we have to find something fun to do. Gosh, I only thought about Friday. So, if I fold it, this is what I've got. Is that not stinking cute? Then what I have some people do, because you know you have, many of you have that embroidery machine that you never use the embroidery of, put all your grandkids' names here. It really turns out quite cute. So embroider their names. You've got your stockings for Christmas. There you go. Did you tie me? How long did it take?
No, I didn't.
I'm looking at 7:18, so I'm going about 15 minutes to make a stocking. Magic stocking. So there's my story on that. This is amazing. I'm not going to tell you how much it is because it's got a seam ripper in it, the little red ball. Remember I told you guys all about that little red ball. Pretty cool. Can't lose this guy, and the best part about him, he doesn't roll everywhere because he's sitting. Remember I told you Alex Anderson loves this thing. It's done by her. On the other side is the ripper. On the other side is my pointer that I went through and opened my stocking. This is to finger press. So if you do paper piecing or whatever, this is just great. So you don't have to, if you don't have your iron handy, you just have to press down. This is great. And this is an awl. No, that's my ripper. There's my awl. So what do you use the awl for? You know how when you're trying to push fabric into your machine, or you're trying to get your fingers in there to do something, instead of getting your fingers where you shouldn't get them, use this to point for you. So this is like a fifth finger. Very, very, very usable. Once you have it, you wonder why you lived without it. So these are 4 tools in one, and we have this coming up. Remember the Stuff Your Stocking, which starts on Monday, 5 o'clock at Gruber's. It'll be on the buy one, sold space something. So that you have to register for. We already have quite a few. I think we're almost up to 175 people registered. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So make sure you go through all the steps to register. I think I did a couple days ago, I put a don't forget. So if you look at that, it tells you which link you need to go to register. So go through all of that. And like I said, if you bought something the other night and when we were using the sold, make sure you go through don't just fill your card up. go through the registers, pay for it, and we'll ship it out to you, or whatever or you can come pick it up, whatever. So that is that. So obviously this will probably be on stuff for your stocking, because I really love this tool. That's why I'm not telling you the price tonight, because you're going to want it for Christmas, because you guys have all been good little people. So it's great. So that is that.
Not all who wander
Oh, flannel.
are lost. Not all who wander are lost.
He's not being philosophical, you guys. There's a line of fabric that came into the store yesterday. It's called Folk number 4. Folk Flannel 4 by somebody. Marcus? No, Marcus came out today for the Civil War fabrics. Yesterday was... You guys have to go on our website or on our Facebook page and see what we were talking about. It's a beautiful thick line of fabric. So, thick line of fabric. Really? It's flannel. Thick line of fabric. Oh, good Lord. So anyway, this is stockings. Anybody have any questions, class? It's a beautiful, beautiful one to make. 15 minutes and you have stockings in your hands. I think all of this is how you do it. So let us know if you're enjoying it as much as we enjoy making it. All of my girls have made these, Danielle especially, and it turns out beautiful. She actually taught everybody how to do this once upon a time. So all of my girls sew. Aren't I just the luckiest mom in the world? Yes, I am. I'm answering my own questions because it's so true. So we have these Christmas stocking kits in the store. They're $12.99. If you need batting scraps, we have a whole room full of that. It's called long arm quilting. So let us know if you need scraps. We'll just send you back there and take whatever you want. There's for that. And we needed to show you this beautiful stuff. So we told you how we love Woolies. This is Woolies Christmas. Don't you love it? It is the Fat Quarter Bundle. There are 20 of them, and it's $83.89. This is the last bundle that they have, Edie Schenk, and we happen to have it until January. So if you want this baby, let us know. It'll be on Sue's Facebook favorites, and you guys all know how to get that. If you do not know how to get it, go to grubersquiltshop.com. Right on the front page, there's Sue's Facebook faves. This will be on there. There is only one, and it is...
Is it in your possession right now?
Mine? I'll share it with somebody. I'll share it with good little girls and boys. So somebody who's going to be the top little good girl or boy gets this. We have a couple of woolly jelly rolls. And there are some very awesome quilt patterns out there to use. These flannel Woolies jelly rolls. This is their Christmas one. And it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So there are 42, I believe, in here too, and it is $39.99, which is very reasonable for flannel. It's Woolies. It's called Holiday Warmth. So $39.99.
And they have to go on the website to get everything you're showing right now.
Yes, it's all under Sue's Facebook favorites.
All right.
That's that one. And we have the layer cake. Look how cool this is, you guys. I probably should show this one first. So this is the layer cake, $49.99. And look at it. Can you see that, Gino? Oh, this beautiful. You know, you guys, if you want to make a really cool quilt, just sew these squares together. If you have a beginning quilter in your house, like a little 12-year-old or something, just say sew these squares together and you're going to have one heck of a beautiful quilt because it is so warm. You know, it used to be if you ever put flannel on the back of a quilt, you'd have the happiest little person in the world. And then all of a sudden they discovered cuddle. So flannel and
You
cuddle.
can make them happier.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so cool. So anyway, this is layer cake, $49.99. Again, just beautiful. Woolies, there's nothing better than Woolies. And we carry a lot of it at Gruber's. So everybody's always pretty impressed with that. And we are too, because we're sitting in the middle of Minnesota, and of course you need flannel. Those are those. So we're doing a little bit of Thrifty Thursday tonight, because we're not going to be around Thursday. We're going to be eating dressing, because we don't have to share dressing anymore. We get to eat all of it. So we have 12 packs of this 2.5-inch mini charms, and these are Memoir, and we love Memoir. So we're cleaning corners today. Memoir is a beautiful, beautiful line, and we have 12 of them here, so 12 times 42, somebody hurry up and do the math.
12 times 42,
Yeah.
84 plus 420, 504.
Okay, that's how many squares you guys get. So you can make one awesome quilt out of this, and it's only $36. That's very reasonable. And it's going to be an awesome quilt. They're all 2.5-inch squares. They're all cut for you. All you have to do is sew them together. I would get a solid fabric or one of the fabrics in here that you like, and do yourself a really great favor and start sewing. All the squares are here. This is only $36. This is the only one. So if you want it, hurry up and say, I want, and we will save it for you. This is not on Sue's Facebook faves. This is me cleaning corners in the store that, oh, what's this doing here?
So how do they get this?
This, you say, Sue, I want.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to have your name, and then we're going to talk to each other on Friday. So let me know how to get a hold of you. Many of you, I'm really grateful, unless you're brand new, just tell me. Messenger is a really easy way, and you can obviously own some really cool 2.5-inch squares. We have a couple more. This is where we have a 2-pack of stiletto. So you're going to get 48 of these. 84 of these squares for $5. So these two are $5. Stiletto. Stiletto is like an amazing line of fabric. If you like grays and creams and blacks, this is for you guys. So only 2 of those, $5. And then we have Harvest Road, Print Shop, just one each of these, and Rue 1850, and you're going to get all of these for how much?
$2.50 each.
Oh, is that what we said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, $2.50 each. 2, 4, 6. Can I make it a good deal?
What do you want to do?
All of these for $5. So you're getting 2 that go together for $5, or you're getting 1, 2, 3 for $5. These are 3 different groups, which are beautiful. You can make a cute table runner out of it. You can do 3 different table runners. So these are $5. 3 for $5, or stiletto is 2 for $5. There, I can change the rules.
Yes, you can.
Thank you, Gino. I like being able to do that. So you guys have fun with this, and you will, because it's kind of nice when somebody cuts all the squares for you, and all you have to do is sew. So Jean's fixing that right now. Then we have, from Zen Chic, we have, for $22, you are going to get 7 of these. So we have 7 42 count Zen Chic, and hers are really pretty too. It's a beautiful line, 7 of them in here. All 2.5-inch squares, 7 of the packs. That's a lot of them. 7 times 42 equals
292.
Thank you.
294.
Jean really loved math, so I'm going to go with that. And those are those. Let us know if you want those. We only have 1 of each of those for somebody who's going to be a lucky little person. And you know what this stuff is really great for? If you have grandkids that are just wanting to learn how to sew, there's nothing more fun than saying, here, have fun with all these squares. Because they're already cut. All they have to do is sew them together.
They can sew them together any way they want.
Oh, they can
really
play with them. Oh my gosh. When I used to go to my grandma's house and have the button box, but you know, I was really spoiled as a child because my mom had these, because these used to be salesman samples. So as a child, I got these things because salesmen used to give them to Millie because they were done and they didn't have anything to do with them. So Sue used to get squares like this. So I was very, very, very fortunate because all of them went together. Way before you guys all got to know what charm packs were. That was really cool. So I have a couple more things to clean house on. So this beautiful one is called you have choices here. The Lexi bag. So this is going to be $5. Lexi bag is really cute. This is the one that has a zipper in it. So it's adorable. It's almost like a Halloween costume because everything is cut out. All you have to do is cut it out, follow the direction, and you end up with a very adorable bag that happens to have a zipper in it. So this is the one with the zipper, so it's only $5. This guy, super cute. Throw all your stuff in it if you like. Here's another one. It's just $5 is this kit. And the bag itself, all done and made, is $12. So if you happen to have two granddaughters, here's the one kit for you to make, and here's your sample that shows you how to make it. So you're getting 2 bags for $17. That's a good deal. That's like Thrifty Thursday. And so here you go. Or if you want 3 granddaughters and one has to be a little bit different, it's a good deal. $22 and you get 3 bags. That's that. And what else do we have left? You guys, we finally have a beginning paper piecing class coming to Gruber's on December 12th. Megan is going to teach beginning paper piecing. And if you guys have never done paper piecing, oh my gosh, it's fun. So if you paper piece, you need a ruler that has a lip on it for the 1/4 inch. Because when you sew those squares together, you cut after the fact rather than before the fact. So instead of cutting 2.5 inch squares together, you lay them on top of each other, stitch along the line. It's like paint by number, but it's stitch by number. And then you lay the ruler on it, grab that 1/4 inch, and then you cut. So this has a wonderful little 1/4 inch on it lip, which is kind of way cool because it gets stuck. And it is only $11.25. It's the best at a 1/4 ruler out there for doing paper piecing because this little lip is priceless. There's at a 1/4 rulers out there, but they're flat. But this one, when it has a lip like that so it doesn't move, it makes everything go faster, and you have a 1/4 inch seam after the fact, and it's all good. So that at a 1/4 is only $11.25. You'll like it a lot. And to do that, oh my gosh, you guys, they came out with this awesome book. You will not do this in beginning paper piecing, but you will wear it after. It's called Right Side Up, Scrap Blocks with Character. There are 96 patterns in here, you guys. If you look at them, they are absolutely amazing. So you're going through all these animals, tells you how to do it. This is not really paper piecing, this book, but it is, because it gives you all the lines. If you want to make them bigger, you can blow it up a little bit larger if you want, but this is showing them as they are. So winter hats, mittens, so you're going on holiday here, and I'm flipping through too quickly. It goes to Halloween, all the characters to go through there, goes to Easter. So there's 96 patterns in here for, ready for the drum roll, $14.95. Crazy reasonable. And to top that off, I wasn't done showing you, there's a whole bunch of animals. Very, very incredibly cute animals. So you can enlarge this to as large as you want and just turn it into paper piecing. So here's a lot of your patterns here. There is some that are applique, but many, many can be paper pieced. And they are really adorable, super adorable. So once upon a time, they used to make rubber stamps that were smaller than this, and that's how you found a lot of people coming to paper piecing. They had no idea how to sew, but they could make these amazing arts out of paper piecing. This book is only $14.95. So it is really, really, really reasonable. And so if you paper piece, you need to use Carol Doak's papers. And why do you need to use paper other than using sheets of paper? The reason why you do, because Carol Doak's paper, if you see this, you know how if you use newspaper or paper, it rips really good one direction and the other direction it's up and down and doesn't tear well at all? Carol Doak's, look at this, tears that way, tears the other way. So I'll do that again. Oh,
Multiples?
I'm doing too many pairs. I'm going, why is this going so hard? Don't do the whole sheet, Sue. So, this way. And it tears this way. So you know how sometimes you fight it going one way? You will not do that in Carol Dokes. Goes up and down, totally up and down, and the other way goes up and down too. See how even that is? And your newspaper will not do that. So it is absolutely amazing. It's Carol Doak. She's the only one that has paper that does that. It's priceless. And there's so many sheets of paper in here. It's 100 sheets, which goes really a long way. So you can put it through your copier, so whatever size you want to do, and rip your sheet both, whichever way you happen to be stitching it on. So it is really great. So that's Carol Doak, because you can make any size you want. So $14.95. Carol Doak is $14.95 too. Carol Doak is $14.95. Book is $14.98 or $9 or whatever it is. And they add a quarter ruler. And the class is $30 at Gruber's. You are not going to start out with one of these. I think you start out with a heart and go on to something else. Because then you learn convex, concave, all the different ways that go. And Megan will tell you what that is, but that is on the second Saturday of December. Because you know our holiday is a little weird, so we usually don't do classes in December, but heck, why not? You should learn something fun while you're in 2020 yet, right? Beginning quilt class is on the third Saturday of December, so that is on the 18th, I believe. If you look on those Saturdays, you'll find them. So that is that. And we have one more thing. Two more things. So Black Friday is coming up. And if you look on Facebook, I'll post it right after this. We've got this cute little box. So as you check out, you get a receipt at Gruber's. If you take that receipt and sign your name and phone number on the back of it, stick it in here, it's a letter to Santa. And every Saturday, we will draw a name up till Christmas, and somebody's going to get a letter from Santa to say what they get. So if you happen to spend $120 in the store, you just won $120. If you spend $10 at the store, you just won $10. So we're going to do a drawing every week up till Christmas. I believe there's 4 Saturdays. So 4 drawings. And what we're going to try to do is, if you want your sales receipt, we would really like to get your email address if we do not already have that at Gruber's. Because everything is going on the computer right now, so we would like to do that. So we're doing this drawing for you guys. So starting on Friday, put your receipt in here with your name and address, or name and phone number, because you want to know if you won money, is in here, and Santa will bring you something great, even before Christmas. So there's that. And tonight we are doing, behind me is a quilt. And we're going to be selling that. So the quilt itself is 48 inches by 48 inches. Actually, it's almost 49 by 49, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
there's no binding on it yet.
yeah, so we are selling the quilt as is, $70. But if you want me to bind it, it's $100.
So
Isn't that beautiful?
yeah, it's quilted already.
It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
The quilting on it is outstanding. All those half square triangles around it. It's very, very pretty. The detail on it is phenomenal. And I should show you the backing fabric because that is pretty too. So the reason why I'm telling you this is on Friday we are going to do a quilt sale at Gruber's. So the backing on this is this color. So it's kind of a marbled, patterned, I don't even know what I want to call it. Rusty, peachy, everything else-y. So this is $70 if you'd like it. And if you want me to bind it, it's $100. Otherwise, you can bind it. It's kind of pretty. And I would just use black. That would frame it in beautifully. So that's what I've got for you this evening. I hope you guys all make a magic stocking for somebody that you love. It's great. You know, St. Nicholas Day is right around the corner. So you can either fill this with coal or candies and treats like Santa used to, or St. Nicholas used to bring to you. So it was always candy, nuts, and fruit. in the Catholic, well, Catholics always do that because that's where St. Nicholas comes from. So, thank you, everybody. I wish you, and Jean and I both wish you a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for being with Gruber's through everything. We are so honored to have all of you. You have no idea. And now that a lot of you guys are signing for the sold on the app or wherever, I'm recognizing a whole bunch of faces from the Easter basket, and it's so fun to see. It's like, I know you guys. You're my friends. You're our friends. So thank you. Have a great, great day tomorrow with your family or by yourself and somebody you love at home.
Be safe.
Be safe.
And be blessed.
Yeah. Be blessed. You are blessed. Take care. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Be safe out there, everybody.